So I've had these magnetic charging cables for a little over a year now, and I love them, but I don't trust them. Let me show you what I mean. First, it's important to understand that there's two different types, one that just transfers power and one that transfers both power and data. One of them broke on me. It's totally not my fault, but I'll explain that in a second.
It should be as easy as taking something like your Samsung Galaxy Buds and then putting the end in, and it's pretty much that easy. Theoretically, whenever you plug it in to the charger, it should always connect and charge easily. But like I said, this happened. So this came off. The magnet is pretty strong. The only problem is it's so strong that I guess it ripped off, and no matter how much I push it in, it refuses to charge. So this one is dead. Let's take a look inside of here. Opening this up, you can see the power and the ground and the two data connections up top. I have tested it and it does transfer things relatively fast, but yeah, this one's life is pretty much over. You could reuse the cable though, always recycle and reuse when you can. Now I have a bunch of these heads, they're all different. Whether you go for the data route or you go for just the charging route is going to depend on the actual head you use. If we compare the two side by side, you'll see that this one has 5 golden rings and this one just has a single one in the middle. My thought was we should go with the data ones because they only cost a little bit more and there's always the future proofing of being able to transfer data. The only problem is they don't always charge good. So this is one of the data ones and it connects, it's charging, but it can be quite finicky sometimes. Oh, look at this. See, like when you move the cable, you can see the light going in and out. It's a bit sensitive with how the pins are connected to it. Yeah, and I'm just twisting it. So you should be able to do this operation. And that's quite a bit concerning, it losing connection, especially when you're transferring data files. But other than it possibly breaking, and the fact you can't choose how many heads you get, I mean, Lightning is kind of dead and they still sell them with the Lightning ports the last time I checked. There's a super easy way if you don't have wireless charging to just come home, hook up, and when you're ready, you can just yank it off and go. Do I regret buying these? Not exactly. I regret buying so many though. I bought like 4 packs of these. If I were you, I'd totally buy at least 1 pack, try it out, especially if you're looking for more cables or to upgrade cables. The pros are that it's super easy to connect to. It won't wear out the actual charge port as fast, and instead it'll wear out these nubs or this end, which is better if you plan on keeping your devices long term like I do. It's super convenient just to click it in, grab and go. There's also the safety feature, which is if your cable gets snagged on something, it's easily going to break away without damaging any of the charging equipment. The con is it doesn't seem like the build quality is the absolute best. You do run the risk of possible disconnection even when it's connected like this, and that's concerning when you're transferring files, but it's great for like these earbuds I have. I can just plug them in, headphones, or this vacuum cleaner for example. It's a portable one. I just tap it to one of the magnetic chargers, pull it off when I'm done. The reason I got this is because I still have a few devices that are old and they use micro USB. Probably one of the worst connectors ever made. Definitely one of the least durable. So you plug it in once and you don't ever have to worry about it breaking. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have these 2 old phones. One's a Motorola and one's a Samsung. They both use micro USB. This one had trouble charging. This one would not charge at all with any micro USB cable. However, after using these, and I'll show you right now, because I was super psyched, plugging it in allows it to power on. Oh, but it's at 0%, so I'm gonna leave that charging right there. The fact that it turned off, buzzed, and then went back on again was probably a disconnection, even though it was connected because I moved it around. If you're just leaving your device sitting, shouldn't be a problem. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go through all of these packs, throw away this one, and plug these into some more devices. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I definitely recommend these as long as you're aware of the cons that they possibly come with.